Hello, my name is Melissa Lucas, and today I will be giving a brief presentation on healthcare leadership and management. Patient access is a healthcare issue we want to remove barriers to. For this to be possible, will review a couple points I would establish. Having a process surrounding patient access that is streamlined will minimize delays while ensuring timely access to outpatient services. When implementing Epic technology to run and authorize insurance enables us to get a head start on financial clearance and ensure reimbursement when the patient is seen in clinic. This will be a collaborative effort with clear communication among all teams included. The streamlined process will engage people, processes, and technology. To kickstart this endeavor, all processes will need to align with organizational goals and objectives. Key performance indicators and metrics will need to be established to measure the success. Leaders and team members will have clearly defined roles and responsibilities to drive accountability and ownership. The electronic health record, EPIC, will play a crucial role in optimizing the patient access experience. We will automate scheduling, use patient portals for scheduling, communications, telehealth visits, and more, while other digital tools will assist us in streamlining processes and improve patient satisfaction. We will focus efforts on training and education to ensure the staff can appropriately use the tools we are providing to them. It is imperative that organizations have a leadership paradigm that emphasizes growth, versatility, and resilience in their leaders if we want to succeed in the ever-changing complex nature of the healthcare industry. The dynamic culture leadership model allows leaders to keep everyone focused on the end goal while internal and external circumstances are constantly shifting. Three main principles that compose dynamic leadership culture include leading others, developing teams, and achieving results. Leading others pulls in the transformative leadership style, promoting collaboration, innovation, and adjustments. Leading others entails motivating team members to adopt transformations and make innovative contributions. Dynamic leaders are the catalyst. They are the people to promote the mentality that obstacles are a prospect for change, not a challenge. A dynamic leader brings an atmosphere of esteem and encouragement to investigate new concepts while staying adaptable. We won't only guide our teams, we will work in tandem, combining our capabilities, achieving great success we set out for. Developing the team brings in training and skill enhancements, collectively fostering intellect and resilience of the team. There is strategic prioritization of team development as the dynamic leaders recognize how critical it is to cultivate an environment that values ongoing education, communication, and collaboration. We integrate teams to capitalize on perspectives and abilities. We develop our teams to be resilient and to confront challenges directly, allowing our team members autonomy and authority to be responsible for their work. We are able to develop our future leaders. Achieving results is acquired by investing in an organizational culture and establish sustainable growth. There are strategic objectives placed by the organizations, which ensures the accomplishments are not only short term, but they also make a positive impact for the future of the organization. To effectively adopt the dynamic culture leadership model, trust is imperative. Having upfront, transparent communications with collaborators, teams, and stakeholders allows leaders to navigate complex situations in all aspects of healthcare business. Team members will feel supported and valued, while leaders will encourage risk taking and be prepared to teach through the failures and celebrate the successes. The supportive environment is imperative for innovation and continuous improvement. Honest communication starts with leaders initiating and encouraging open dialogue about failures and success. Having regular open conversations reveals and addresses any underlying issues that hinder performance. Continuous learning and development achieves sustainability in a dynamic culture. Leaders should integrate growth opportunities into the organizational operation. Accountability and responsibility align the individual's performances with the organization's objectives. Because the health environment is becoming more dynamic, excellent leadership is needed at every level of the health organization. The dynamic culture leadership concept was developed as a result of this fact. According to this concept, leadership is acknowledged on three levels as the essential component of the formula for total success. Individually, in teams, and throughout organizations. The difficulty is to properly concentrate organizational leaders' knowledge, talents, and abilities while enabling the whole company to fulfill its goal, realize its vision, and effectively compete in a dynamic environment. With a focus on organizational culture development, the DCL model is meant to fit within the situational and transformational leadership paradigms. Achieving a sustained and ongoing level of optimal leadership based on the shifting macro and micro aspects in the external environment requires maintaining a sense of balance according to this approach. Like the idea of high quality, optimized leadership is not always the standard to be met. Instead, it is an ideal condition and a good objective. No one, and most definitely no organization, can consistently enjoy higher level leadership in every circumstance. However, by intentionally and even unintentionally developing the different components of the model, many people and organizations consistently maximize their capacity to operate at leadership levels. Any individual or organization may achieve optimal leadership, but it often takes focused work to break old patterns, beliefs, and inclinations. The leadership team is ultimately composed of individual leaders. As a result, the team has to be rooted to a set of organizational values and operational principles while having a varied range of styles and skills. A leadership management continuum and an art science continuum serve as the foundation for this model's evaluation tool for both people and teams. Leaders have the ability to adapt to change in their surroundings while creating a culture that will continue to function well in the face of change. Leadership team members must always be careful to preserve consistency, not just with the model's structures and process constructs, but also with the organization's purpose, vision, strategies, objectives, and values. Using a subordinate involved planning process with decision making at the lowest appropriate level, establishing a culture based on supportive and confirming communication environment, and launching an excellent strategy for patient care and customer service are examples of consistency. The primary idea is that effective leadership creates, cultivates, and sustains an organizational culture in a changing environment. The technical aspects of managing and directing an organization, including qualitative and quantitative analysis, decision-making evaluations, finance and budgeting, job analysis and design, planning, structures and procedures, computer proficiency, are all included in the science of leadership. Every process construct in the model contains both scientific and artistic components to guarantee effective leadership of an organization. The two must be continuously integrated. The components of interpersonal connections, network creation and maintenance, intuition, coalition building, and similar activities are all part of the art of leadership. To effectively lead people and manage the health organization's resources, the leadership and management team must possess the following skills at sufficient levels: technical competence, relationship building, emotional intelligence, morality and trust building, and environmental and situational analyses. For a company to establish a consistent culture, its vision, purpose, strategies, objectives, and organizational values must all be in line with one another. These directional, competitive, adaptive, and cultural growth plans for the company must be predetermined by leadership and management team after they have carefully evaluated the external environment. Making decisions in alignment entails comprehending reality-based decision-making and coordinating decisions with the strategic and operational plan. Employee enhancement is the process of evaluating an employee's knowledge, skills, abilities, experience, and reliability, as well as the practice of giving them more or less responsibility in accordance with the organizational culture as part of development and strategic and operational plans. In order to increase effectiveness, efficiency, and efficacy, knowledge management and organizational learning include documenting what the company knows and has learned. Organizational learning is facilitated by planning, training, leadership, and willingness. The leadership and management team's candid evaluation of the DCL model cycle and strategies for making it better in the subsequent iteration is done via evaluation, reflection, and retooling. If companies want to retain a strong, resilient, and even opportunistic personality, they must align the team to bring a variety of style, skills, experience, and talents. Both individual and cultural diversity are emphasized in this model. An evaluation because they help the company better adapt to changing external and organizational settings. However, a varied leadership team adds strength to addressing organizational issues as long as the team's emphasis on the vision, purpose, and objectives remains consistent. In contrast, variety of focus and diversity of organizational goals are not beneficial. An evaluation that considers leadership as a team, including organizational levels, operational settings, and external environment requirements, is much superior than one that just uses evaluation of individual leaders. The findings of a leadership team style evaluation, including operational style and expectations from the external environment, are shown below. Keep in mind that there is a significant gap between the demands of the external environment and the leadership style. While the external environment is analytical manager and the leadership style composite is analytical leader. The organizational operational style is balance. This is thought to be a coping mechanism for leaders. In this situation, it could be wise to align more members of the leadership team to bring in more people who are interested in science and management. An alternative to bringing on new team members would be to buy or consult with individuals who might provide scientific and managerial skills to the company. Over time, this kind of method may become problematic since it makes it easier for institutional knowledge to be lost. There is a tendency for leadership over management as one moves down the organizational hierarchy from the top to the bottom. When comparing leadership styles by organizational level, a company may not be able to sustain more leadership than management styles in the long run, depending on the needs. It's also critical to comprehend and be aware of the leadership team's personalities and style in relation to its operational style, or how a company is conducted and external expectations. Different personalities, skill sets, and giftings are all present in leaders. Every leader has the potential to develop, become more balanced, and become more successful. The need to learn more about oneself, the drive to acquire and practice new skills, and the urge to develop into more of tomorrow than oneself are more characteristics shared by people who are successful in becoming dynamic cultural leaders. Although it is not the simplest route to choose, this one maximizes the chance of successful and effective leadership. The DCL model uses the diamond configuration of the evaluation tool to classify scientists and artists, as well as managers and leaders, relationship manager, relationship leader, technical or analytical manager, balance manager, equalized leader manager, and balance manager are the categories that are superimposed on top of the evaluation using this categorization approach. That is the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching.